when January hit, let me turn that off. My bad. I would get kicked out of Coach Prime's meeting if that
Oh, you've been gone right then. Oh, because what Chico pop quiz now? Don't overthink it.
Oh, right there.
What do you accuse Neely of doing that he really be doing? What you call me, Chico?
Badass. What?
No, that's not. What I be doing?
You do a whole lot of shit.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna point at your ass when I hear your phone. oh, Chico, it ain't won't be no. Because see, normally now, coach up talking, walking around, and sometimes he'll hear a phone and he know what direction it came from, but he don't know what row.
Right.
It'll be just like that. I'll be just like.
Hell no.
There you go, Jules. I'm gonna point this shit out. Chico.
Jewel do it.
Especially if you sitting by me, Chico.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be me. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be me.
Dog, you sit by me, I'm telling it.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember back in January, February, we were grinding, you know what I mean? Getting the morning run started, Unc and Chico was going. And now we're here, man. We were excited about the season. And now we're at the end of the season, getting ready to turn this thing over once again and bring in some great recruits, whether they're from high school or for the transfer portal, from the transfer portal or whatever it is. But Coach Prime is ready to retool along with his staff. I see one guy already jumped in the portal from Colorado. Shout out to Mantrez Walker. He's in the portal, and as Coach Prime said, of course, we're going to expect more people to be in that thing, but y'all can also expect some good names to be coming to Colorado.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, you can go back to totality of Coach Prime's collegiate coaching career, which is now 6 seasons in the books. I don't think he's ever lost in the sense of the net gain of people going or coming. Like, you're going to have people leave. And I think what happens on the outside that we see these names, and it's a name we can't believe, but internally in the program, as coaches said, if you have 30 people leave, 25 of them you knew were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have 5 that kind of caught you off guard or didn't tell you to the last minute, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But the overwhelming majority of people that leave, you better believe the program, and I'm not talking about just Colorado, Alabama, Georgia, UAB, they know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've either had that conversation with the player and it's a two-way street or mutual agreement, or you can just see the players' demeanor those last few practices, those last few games. And Chico, we done all had a job that we quit before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we knew we quit before we told them we was quitting.
Damn right.
You might not know it, but they noticed. They ain't the same Chico. Like something going on.
Yeah.
Chico.
Like he walking around here like he really don't care no more. He ain't even wearing the right work shoes.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have on steel toe boots. He up here with Yeezys on. Something wrong. He ain't never been like that. But yeah.
So it ain't as surprising as the news, would make it. But one thing I totally agree with Coach Prime, and just personally, I wish him the best, man. Like, it ain't no hard feelings. Do what you think you got to do that's in the best interest of you and your family. There's some times when some guys have left here and they tried to fire some shots, and that's okay. But don't be mad when old Neely fire back now. Because the truth is the truth. And one thing we got is the receipt. So you hate when you see that happens because young people really don't grasp the concept of, you gotta be careful how you burn bridges. You never know when you have to circle that way again, and not necessarily in a football sense. And so people are entitled. This is the time of the year the portal is gonna be opening, and then you got signing day coming up, and I think all the way through the January 15th or so we'll be dealing with this as far as people coming and going. But I'm telling you, Chico, it's rare, man, that you get a name. And again, this is not a Colorado thing. This is a football thing.
Yeah.
It's rare that a coach gets a name that he didn't know was gonna do this.
There you go, guys. This in this NIL transfer portal era, and same thing with coaches too. You have a lot of coaches coming and going. How many now? has it been? I think Coach Prime said in the video posted 4 coaches from his coaching tree have gone on and they're
Hmm.
doing big things. They're winning right now, and another one just accepted a job down in his hometown in New Orleans at Southern University. That's Marshall Faulk. Marshall. Talk about the impact Marshall Faulk had this season on those running backs, whether it's personally or on the field, and then also the impact he's had, overall with this staff and at CU.
Man, what an addition. Coach Falk would tell you, and he has said it publicly before, he did this for Deion Sanders. He did
Mm,
this for Coach Prime. He came to Colorado because his friend reached out to him, and he wants to do anything he can do to help Coach Prime be successful. And right about now, Marshall Falk is about to be announced, if not already, press conference in Baton Rouge as the next head coach of Southern, located in Baton Rouge, HBCU. And Coach Prime said the same thing, man. Anything I can do to help him be successful there, I'm going to do it because they have that kind of relationship. As far
yeah,
as what Coach Falk brought to the table, man, uh, I think one of the most slept on things about Marshall Falk, because people just see or saw his ability, him running the ball, him catching the ball. They saw him as an athlete. I don't think he has got enough credit for the mental aspect of the game. When he played with Peyton Manning, when he played with Kurt Warner, he was just as responsible, if not totally responsible, for doing the communications, coming out of the huddle and calling out what he's seeing. Like he was a quarterback slash running back.
mm,
And so he not only did technical things like in teaching these young guys where you want to plant your foot, where you want to keep your eyes. He helped them that, man, you have to know the entire defense. You have to know the entire offense. He said, because look at it this way: you're the only position on the field where running is in your name.
mm.
And so you're going to have to run. And that means not just run your feet, you got to run your mouth, you got to run your mind, you got to run your eyes.
I
You
like
got
that.
to see everything. You got to pick up blocks, no blocky, no rocky. And so he really took that room in a short year to another level. I think all the players, would agree that, man, he doesn't get enough credit as a teacher. I'm excited for his future. I know that one person, and I'm like Coach Prime. Some of the things we know, you wanna not allow ain't the right word. You want to extend the courtesy that let that person announce it. Let them,
Yeah.
do their thing. But there's for certain one person on staff that's going to join him. One person on Colorado staff that's going to join him in Baton Rouge on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm sure that'll come out later today as well. But outstanding coach, man, outstanding teacher. I think that with the year that Southern had, maybe 1 or 2 wins, and that second one was just recently Bayou Classic. He's going to need a year to get, paraphrasing Coach Prime, his Louis in, because as a head coach, you can get people to transfer with you. That doesn't necessarily translate as a position coach. And
Right.
so he's going to have to get a year under his belt. But he's from New Orleans. His business partner, agent Rocky Arsenal, knows that area recruiting wise. They ain't got to go far from Southern outside Louisiana to field a team that can compete and or win the swag, man. They really don't.
Mm,
A lot of
yeah.
talent down there.